Good morning, 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, October 11th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is up about 0.9%. We seem to have got a tiny catalyst this morning as Ripple versus the SEC notice of appeal filed. So I want to read through this after we go through the technicals. I've only got about 10 minutes to do this update, because we got to get our son to school here in about 20 minutes. So I got to leave here. So I want to do this update very quickly. So XRP right now is up about 0.98% at 53.56. Now, is this a time where XRP can finally break out of this region? Was it a fake out with the news that we got? Well, if XRP, and we've been dealing with this for the past several days, feels like the better part of a week now. XRP needs to get over this in current times for Friday, October 11th. It's right at about 54 cents. Now, if we break below 52.88, that could be a bearish bias, but it does look like with this news that we could get hot here today. Now, if you are copy trading, I sometimes do things weird with copy trading. Sometimes I'll go short, or not copy trading, but leverage trading. Sometimes I'll go short because I have such a nice spot position for XRP that if it's in a 50-50 moment, sometimes I'll go short and it'll be a $30 or $40 risk. But the top side potential, if this were to break up on my spot position, I kind of balance it out. So let's say it goes from here and it goes up about 5.5%. With the amount of XRP I hold, that's about, $200-$300 move, compared to if it got stopped out here, I'd lose about $41. So I would still be positive a couple $100, actually probably about $300. So I don't find positions like this an opportunity to go long in leverage. I find it an opportunity to go short, and it's not a big amount, but in case it does break down, we're looking at about, at minimum, it's about 9% to the downside. Now, if this bear flag played out appropriately, it could be as much as 24% if this plays out as a bear flag. So I want to have both ends covered. So if you're copy trading me, you better have the same philosophy. If not, could cost you some money in the pocket, because even on a loser here, it would turn out to be a 3 times winner, if that makes sense. So I'd make 3 times more initially if it moved up. Now, if it comes all the way down to 40.4 cents, obviously the short would make me more money than the long going up to 56. But I'm not looking for anything outside of this range, so that's what I'm looking at. And if you're interested in joining me, even if the philosophy and the leverage trading could cost you money, that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. You can join me on BLOFIN, and that's the strategy right now that I'm using. So if it makes sense to you, join. If you're in a spot position in XRP and you'd like to balance your through leverage if it does go down, I'm starting to change my philosophy a tiny bit. It doesn't really do me any good to go long leverage trading now that I think about it. If I have a spot position, it's counterproductive. So I'll take these smaller leverage trades at 10x, and then if it does break down, then I'll be able to make money on this, and then I can add to my position, because I don't keep my funds the same. I separate leverage and spot funds. So if I make money on the leverage side, I'm going to start to, let's say it goes short, I'm going to take all that money from a leverage trade if it does go short, and I'm just going to put it into XRP from now on. And that's going to be the new strategy. So if you want to join me with copy trading and you ascribe to that philosophy, you are more than welcome to join. If that's not your forte, no problem. You just watch the content and then you do what you got to do on your own. But right now, if we do break down, we still have that 50.3 cents. But I'm looking at it more now with this news that we've gotten. Can we come up here? I'd like to think now maybe a bullish cross here. Maybe we could come up. But because I don't know if this is going to be a fake out. I've chosen to do this in the way I just described. So I'm going to keep you in the loop, but now we got to read this. So Ripple versus SEC, notice of cross appeal filed. So Ripple Labs filed a notice of cross appeal in its ongoing legal battle with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. This move is a punchback to the SEC as it announced its own appeal last week. The cross appeal was filed in the U.S. The cross appeal was filed in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, aiming to ensure that all arguments, including those about the nature of investment contracts, are considered. Stuart Elderody, CLO of Ripple, said, we're really doing that to make sure that we leave nothing on the table, including the argument that there cannot be an investment contract without there being the essential rights and obligations found in contracts. So Stuart Elderody said this on his verified X. The SEC lost on all key points. That's why they appealed. Today, Ripple filed a cross appeal to ensure nothing's left on the table, including the argument that there can't be an investment contract without there being essential rights and obligations found in a contract. We look forward to the Federal Court of Appeals finally putting a stake in the hearts of Gensler's misguided attack in our industry. The case dates back to 2020 when the SEC accused Ripple of raising $1.3 billion through the sale of XRP, which it claimed as an unregistered security in a significant ruling last year. Judge Annalisa Perez determined that Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP did not violate securities laws, though direct sales to institutional investors did. Ripple was ordered to pay $125 million in fines. This cross appeal is part of Ripple's strategy to have no stone unturned in the defense and to challenge certain aspects of the court's previous rulings. So that's one perspective. Now, if we want to get a perspective from the very beginning when this was first announced, I like to do this. So the SEC filed a notice of appeal earlier this month in the long-running case. So the Ripple labs will file a cross appeal. Let's see if there's anything we haven't seen. I don't think there's anything unturned here. Yeah. We can read the state of crypto real quick, but I don't think there's any reason for that either. So that's what's going on with XRP. So if you're just waking up to the news, we had a little bit of a push up here last night to about 5407. Is it a double top? I don't know. Like I said, that's why I'm employing the strategy I'm using. I don't know if this is going to break up or down. If it breaks up from 53.98, it should come up to minimum 56.45 with the top end potential all the way up near 60 cents. Maybe even 61 in current times. And then, like I said, I still am heavy in spot from 34 and 38 cents. So if it comes back down, I'll buy more. But if it goes up, or if it goes down, I'll buy more. But I would also like to have the ability to make a little capital. So it's nothing major. It's a $115, $120 trade at 10x. If it gets stopped out to the top side, it would be over this wick high. It's not anything serious. Literally, if it goes over 54.60, it gets stopped out. If it breaks down and this trade pans out to the max potential, it ends up being a 240% trade, which will come out to about $300 and something dollars. And then, like, if you look at it to the top side, it's a similar gain if you rise up. So a $41 risk to make sure that I keep both ends of the potential on. That's what I like to do, especially when we're showing a bear flag. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to play out as a bear flag. I'm saying it's showing a bear flag. So we've got to use both angles here, and we got to use the tools to our disposal. If you don't understand the difference between spot and leverage and how you can team it up, well, you might have an issue here with the way I do things. You know, if you're doing just leverage. So that's not how I do things. In fact, I've been building my strategy to be even more involved. So I think this, in fact, is the proper way for me to go about things. So could this be an inverse head and shoulders panning out? It could be. It could be if you go, and then if it bounces up and up, but that still seems like it would need to come down here to create the W. See, that's where I'm having the biggest problem, because it's not just to capitalize on a 23% drop. It's also, what if we did break down and we have this, that's an 80% move, so that would still be about an $80 move to the downside. And I think the tricky part here is if it's going to break bullish, it looks like it would need to double bottom here and try to show some kind of flex here. But, you know, when you get news like today coming out with the fact that Ripple is going to cross appeal, there is always the chance that the market ends up going volatile. So if you appreciate what I do, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to trade crypto in the USA and worldwide with no VPN or KYC, go to my XRP Future Millionaire page. I thank everybody for the 27,000 plus subscribers. It's been a tremendous 2 months here as we've gained over 3,000 subscribers in the last 2 months. It's the biggest surge we've had in the entire year of 2024. I don't even know what to say. It's been about the last 6 weeks. We went from 25,000 to 24,400 to 27,700, and we're at October 11th. That was August, about 2 months. In 2 months, we've gained 3,300 subscribers. I don't even know what to say about that. That's unbelievable. So I thank all the new subscribers. I really, really do. Like, it means a lot to me. With BITUNIX, you can, lowest spot and leverage trading fees. You don't need a KYC or VPN. The lowest leverage fees are on BLOFIN. Then it's BITUNIX. The spot fees are beautiful on BITUNIX, HOTCOIN, and BLOFIN. So take advantage of these exchanges. Don't pay the exorbitant fees. And then if you want to send a little something because you appreciate what I do or the knowledge you appreciate, make sure to join Tom's Army or send a YouTube super chat. Have a blessed morning, everybody. Gotta go. But, you know, with the cross appeal, it could be very interesting today. So pay attention to all parts of the market.